Season 1, in the present timeline, Shauna and Adam get into a little fender bender with each other. Shauna is the cause of the accident because she was distracted by her phone while she was driving, and after the accident they talk to each other for a little bit, and then he writes the number of a body shop that he wants her to go to get her van repaired. But here's where it gets a little bit weird. So Shauna saw a text on Jeff's phone from someone named Bianca, and it was saying to meet her at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So the next day, Shauna finds Jeff at the hotel, and she's pretending to be like a police officer or FBI agent to find the room her husband is in. But Adam randomly approaches her and pretends like he's one as well. Shauna asks him what he's doing here, and he says that it's close to his apartment and they also make the best drinks here. But to me, that was not really a good excuse. He's definitely seems like he's like stalking her, but how would he know where she would be in the first place? I think Adam has had an infatuation with the Yellowjackets maybe, and when the accident happened, one basically fell into his lap and he took the time to strike. Or either Adam has always been obsessed with Shauna out of all of the Yellowjackets. But they eventually get a room and sleep together, and I think that's adding a little bit more fuel to the obsession that Adam has for her. But Adam could also be genuinely interested in her, but I don't think that's the case. But after that, him and Shauna go on a few more dates, and on the Halloween date, they go to a nightclub and find Callie there, and she's off of ecstasy. And while they're like talking to each other, Adam walks up to them, and Callie figures out that she's cheating on her dad, Jeff. And during this, Ty and Natalie both get text messages blackmailing them out of $50,000. And this is a little bit suspicious because it's just in time as Adam has gained his way into the Yellowjackets by flirting and dating Shauna. But after they go through all of the trouble of getting the $50K and dropping it off, Shauna and Adam eventually sleep together again, and this time Adam sneaks out of the place that they're staying in, and Callie finds his ID or driver's license on the floor before she leaves for school. And after that, Shauna calls the college that he attended, and they say that Adam has never even attended the college, so it's a little bit suspicious. And another thing about Adam real quick, when they met, he had already seemed taken aback by her, like he was a little bit mesmerized in the first scene, and for whatever reason, who really knows, but that was the first time that they met, at least that for what we know. And she was screaming and doing the most, basically attacking him and stuff like that, and that's not really a good first impression, so I don't see how he was able to fall in love so quickly with someone that was acting like that towards him. So he had to been watching her, stalking her before he even met her. Maybe he was the reason to cause the accident because he could see that she was being distracted by her phone, so he just drove in front of her somehow. Maybe that's a little bit of a stretch, but let me know what you guys think about that. But Shauna does find out that he has been looking into her past and some of the other Yellowjackets as well, and she thinks that he is the one that has been blackmailing them, so she ends up killing him, and to later find out that it wasn't even him but her husband Jeff, and he was doing it all just to save his failing furniture store, which is a little wild. But as they're searching through the rest of Adam's apartment, her and Jeff both find all of these paintings of Shauna, and there are a lot of detail work, very focused stuff, so there's no way that he could have done all this in the short time that they were with each other. I mean, it's a bunch of different paintings and they're all pretty detailed as well, and this has also confirmed that he definitely has been watching her for a while, and for him that wasn't the first time they met each other when that accident happened earlier in the season. But what could have been the reason that he was doing this anyway? Was he just in love or infatuated by her? Or maybe he was just trying to gain more information from her? He could have had someone when they were stuck in the wilderness, like a family member that didn't make it, and kind of amazed on how these people made it, but not his family member or friend, or somehow he could just be investigating that. But he did die, so maybe some of that will come into fruition in season 3 to see what he was really after. But what do you guys think? I think that he personally was just infatuated by her because he does have the tattoo of a mountain range and then a bunch of like degrees and circles surrounding it. It's a little bit of like a weird little artsy tattoo that he has on his back. It's kind of hard to make out. The only thing we can really make out on it is the actual mountain range itself. But what do you guys think about his tattoo? They revealed that Hillary would be in the show when the teaser trailer was released a couple of months ago, and if you check the IMDb, we can see that Joel McHale is cast for season 3 as well. We also do not have the names of these characters yet, so let's speculate on it. But in the teaser trailer, we see Hillary in the last few seconds of it. She has blood all over her and a bandage on her arm as well, and she's also holding her other arm. So it looks like she has been through a little bit. And before she runs away, she notices someone or something and says, "Oh shit." But I think she could be running away from Shauna and Misty. Those seem like the ones that are always trying to take the people out that have been after them, and they definitely seem the most like capable of killing in the present timeline, and maybe a little bit of Taisha as well. And Hillary could be investigating them to figure out what really happened when they were stuck in the wilderness, and that could be the reason why they try to attack her, because they don't want their secrets to be revealed to the whole world. Or Hillary's character could also be like trying to find where Adam went, like she could just be like a PI or something like that. But it's also possible that she could be one of the survivors of the plane crash, like maybe Melissa, or even one of the new cast members that we're going to see during the 1996 timeline. In the IMBD, there's also listed 2 new cast members, Teen Robin and Teen Hillary, and she could be either one of those, but personally, I think that won't be the case. But as to why they could be hunting Hillary's character down is because in the official trailer of season 3, we could see a really quick shot of a car chase going on. It looks like it could be maybe driving through a graveyard, and then at the very end we see Hillary's character, and it looks like it's kind of in the same area, and she gets out of her car. Maybe her car has taken too much damage from like Missy or Shauna ramming into her a lot, and they also could be chasing her down because she could be actually one of the Yellowjackets, and they did a new hunt and she could have been the target, and she also probably escaped from them somehow as well, if that was the case. So there are a lot of scenes in the trailers where it looks like a lot of the modern day Yellowjackets are starting to get targeted from someone. We see Shauna with a mail that has her name on it, for example. So maybe they could think that she was one behind it all, and that could be another reason why they are targeting her so hard. As for Joel McHale though, his character name is also not listed in the cast list for season 3 on IMBD, but we can take some clues on who he might be from the first episode's title description. So for episode 1 of the season 3, it's titled It Girl, but the description says summer inspires the Yellowjackets to ditch soccer for a more contact intensive sport and revive an old pagan tradition. In the present, a cringeworthy funeral flows organically into a bar therapy session. So we get some big clues on who he might be, and we know Natalie is probably the one that the funeral is going to be about. So I want to say that Joel could be playing Natalie's other friend in the 1996 timeline, the one that we see here with Kevin, and I can't really remember what his name is, but I do believe that this is who Joel is going to be. And it says that Joel's character and also Hillary Swank's is supposed to be in the first episode, so we'll probably understand who they are pretty soon in the season, or maybe not, but we at least get to be introduced to them early in the season. Also, Joel's character could be another detective to look into the disappearances of Kevin. He could be another person sending all those messages to the Yellowjackets as well, trying to warn them that he's onto them. But I personally think that he is the friend that we see Natalie hanging out with in the past timeline. But what do you guys think about these characters? Let me know. Who do you think that they could be? And if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.